Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 723. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, this Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham. I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera, to shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business. And William M. Andrews is here, and he is saying, good afternoon from Durham, North Carolina. Good afternoon, William. And it's a beautiful day in the Bull City. You know, I look forward to saying that every day. That is such a pleasant way to greet everybody, William. I really appreciate you. I really, really do. So I'm going to get started with the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. Chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also city, county, and state governments. So let's see. Let's look at the American Red Cross. There are all of these really great classes like adult and pediatric first aid, CPR, AED. That's learning how to use defibrillator. I think that's how you say it. That's how to help people who are having heart attacks. They have all these different classes. They have online classes, in-person classes, classes that are a combination of the two. They have advanced child care training, great for babysitters, cat and dog first aid, believe it or not. And then here's a free one, water safety for parents and caregivers, very important to be safe in the water. And I would think if your kid's going to be anywhere close, or even you, anywhere close to the water, wear one of those life jackets or life vests, whatever you call those, because you definitely want to stay safe. Now, tell your Hispanic neighbors that they have a free class online also. It's in Spanish. Seguridad en el agua para padres y cuidadores. And that's water safety for parents and caregivers. Totally free, online. Check it out. Go to durhamskywriter.com and then go to the word page. All righty. Lewis Sullivan is saying hello, 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 hello. Lewis Sullivan, happy to have you here. Indeed. All right. You know what? I need to put on my specs. I have to get used to putting these on. Whoa, I can see now. Whoa, hello, everybody. Okay, let me continue. So the libraries. So today's Wednesday, so the libraries are open until 8, the Durham County libraries, that is. Bragtown is open until 6. The libraries reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and then Bragtown reopens at 10. Oh, and there's so much on this. Oh, today's Wednesday. Today's the day that you let the city know if you want to try to fill this vacancy. They have a vacancy on the Durham Historic Preservation Commission. So if you're interested, if you have interest in history and preserving history, let the city know that you are interested. You'll get all the information that you need on the word page. Scroll down to where it says City of Durham, and you'll see the calendar. Okay, let's check. Wait a minute. Let me remind you. Hold on, because it's almost time. Actually, it is time to register for National Night Out. So let me scroll down to the Durham Police Department because they are the ones coordinating all of the events. So if you're going to put together a National Night Out event for Tuesday, October 7th, let the police know so they can add you to the list and hopefully they can come visit you on you and your organization, that is. And I mean a show in force with the motorcycles, the kids dig it, so to speak. So let's see. Go ahead and register with the police. Also, if you want to be a vendor at their kickoff celebration, which is the same day, October 5th, but they kick it off in front of their headquarters at 4 in the afternoon. So you might want to check that out right there on the word page. Okay, let's check Durham Tech and see if there are any classes to take. These are for entrepreneurs, and these are free classes that are being offered online. So let's see, today is the 23rd. Well, here's one, 5 o'clock. Now, for people who speak Spanish and prefer to get their information in Spanish, but they're running a business, there's a class that's totally free. It's online at 5 o'clock. Conceptos básicos de impuestos de negocios. And that is business tax essentials. So if you know someone who speaks Spanish and they're running a business, tell them about this free class. They might want to check it out at 5 o'clock. Here's another one. This one's in English. Marketing 101, free and low cost opportunities. I might want to check that out myself. So that's going to be tonight or later this afternoon, 5:30 until 7. Hey, Dave is here. Old school Dave. Watching, we were both watching Roxanne as she was walking through the streets of Washington, D.C., celebrating, um, uh, what was it, ADA, American Americans with Disabilities Act, right? Malachi's here too. And I hope you had a happy birthday on July 4th. I haven't seen you since the 4th of July, so happy birthday belated. Pray for me for traveling to the beach and traveling back from the beach. You're going to the beach? Okay. So I'm assuming you're going to Wilmington? Or wherever you're going, have fun. I went to Wilmington once, and boy, was that fun. That was so awesome. So wherever you're going, be it Fox Lake or Jordan Lake or Wilmington or at one time, I think it's called Jackson Beach, I think at one time that was the best beach in the whole United States of America. I don't know if that includes Hawaii, but yeah, for sure. And of course, Dave is also wishing you, Malachi, a happy birthday indeed. Thank you, Dave, for that. So kind to have such nice people in the audience. Okay, let me continue here. Let's see. So I was talking about Marketing 101, free and low cost communities. That's at 5:30. Here's another one, exploding your social media visibility. So that's like really being discovered online. So that's going to be tonight from 7 until 8. Awesome. Okay. And while I'm here, I might as well scroll down to SCORE and see if they have something going on. SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. They serve our whole area, Durham, let's see, Chapel Hill, Pittsboro, and some other towns close by. They also have mentors. They have free classes, workshops, online, in person. Oops, I passed it. Let's see, their next one is, oh, next week. Okay, so I'll tell you about that next week. Let's go to the To Your Health page where there are research programs that you can participate in and get compensated for. Oh, Malachi's saying, I had an amazing, not just a happy birthday. Malachi had an amazing birthday. Had a lot of fun, did a lot of fun things for my birthday. So my church members are taking me to the beach on Saturday morning at 7. So since you're leaving so early, I'm betting you're going to the coast. Awesome. That's like a 2-hour drive. Boy, you're going to have a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. I wish I could go to the beach again. I can't really swim. So, actually, what I like to do at the beach, since I'm not a good swimmer at all, I like to pick up like pretty rocks and shells. I actually have a collection. I have a little, like a jar about so big, and it's full of rocks and pebbles and shells that I've collected since childhood. And I filled it with water. It's beautiful. And then every once a year, I pour the water out, pour new water in, and a couple of drops of bleach to keep it from turning, greenish and algae and all that kind of stuff. So you might want to do that, Malachi. Get some rocks that you can save in a jar, rocks and shells, and then you'll always remember your trip, your birthday trip to the beach. You're welcome. Now we're on the To Your Health page. Now at the top of the page, just in case, I know it's summertime, the kids are running around crazy. So just know that at the top of the health page, you can click on the ambulance and you'll be transported to the page that lists all of the hospital emergency rooms, and also the urgent care clinics. And we're blessed with a bunch of urgent care clinics here in Durham. Some are affiliated with Duke, some with UNC, some are independent. Um, one of them is 24/7. I remember one of them comes to your house. So you might want to check that out just in case. I hope nobody gets hurt this summer, but it's nice to know that we do have quite a few urgent care clinics. I went to one once because I had sciatica. I had a real hard time walking, and my doctor couldn't fit me in. She said, go to the urgent care that's affiliated with Duke. So I didn't have to pay. Um, so anyway, just know that it's that the information is there. Okay. Now, what else is happening? There's lots on this page. Like I was telling you, there are some studies. Here's a sleep study. Um, there's a study about blood vessels in the eye. There's a study for uh, how your brain works when when you're eating desserts. These are interesting studies, so you might want to check them out. Just go to the To Your Health page and see if there are any studies that you might want to participate in. And some of them, they give you some compensation. Let's see. Now I'm looking for the blood drives because you can literally save lives by donating blood. So today's the 23rd. Let's see. The American Red Cross. Let's see. Their next one is going to be Friday morning. Okay, so I'll tell you about that on tomorrow's show. Let me check Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Their next one, oh, is tomorrow. I'll mention it, but I'll be mentioning this again tomorrow morning because this particular blood drive is tomorrow afternoon at Bonefish Grill from 4 until 7:30, and they are on Highway 751. I'll go ahead and save that one again for tomorrow's show. Let's go to the top of the page, click on the big blue button to see if there are any special health related events. Today's the 23rd. Let's see. Well, that happened this morning. That also happened at this. Here's one: the LGBTQIA plus Cancer Support Group. They'll be meeting online today from 5:30 until 6:30, so you can get some resources, get some questions answered, and meet other people who are in your uh, predicament or situation. So it's free, it's online, and you can click and get the Zoom link. Okay, now tomorrow morning, the Durham Community Collaborative, they're made up of individuals and organizations. They take the system of care approach to help support children and families. So they're going to have an online meeting tomorrow at 10, from 10 until 11:30. You can contact Ashley Bass Mitchell. I have her phone number and her email address. She's with the Alliance Health Plan, so you can definitely get in contact with her and check out this or join the Durham Community Collaborative. Again, looking out for the kids and families of Durham. Alrighty, let's see. I think that's it. Let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which of course is 406 Rigsby Avenue downtown. Let me see if I can get to that page. Let's see. It's kind of slow today. There we go. There we go. Durham Center for Senior Life. Let's see. Oh, is tomorrow the day? Oh, wait. Friday's the day. Okay, the Operation Fan Heat Relief, it's back this year. So you have to register if you want to get a fan. A lot of seniors are really suffering. They don't have air conditioning. I'm sitting under my ceiling fan right now. I'm doing okay, but there are some seniors where their medications don't really allow them to take the heat very easily. Some have serious health issues where they have to actually have air conditioning. So if you can go ahead and register real quick, and see if you can get a fan or a small air conditioning unit. Definitely do so this afternoon or tomorrow, because the program kickoff is Friday at 9 in the morning. I'm assuming that's when they will be giving away fans. Also, if you have an extra fan or window or rollaway air conditioning unit that you no longer need, go ahead and donate that. They would love that at the senior center, because then they could turn it around and donate it to someone who really needs it. So go ahead and sign up for that. And this is for seniors age 60 plus. Let's see. Now today's Wednesday. So this afternoon, Spanish level 2 at 1 o'clock. Bingo size. It's bingo, but it's also exercise. That's at 1 o'clock. Chair flow and flex at 1. Super Agers tech class. That's at 1 o'clock. Chair volleyball at 2. If you want to learn a really cool dance, it's called the Lamba, Senegalese welcome dance. That's at 2 o'clock in the theater. Thaddeus Bennett, you might know that name. I think he used to dance with Chuck Davis, pretty sure, back in the day. He's a great dancer. I met him when he was with Seeds. I know he also worked at the Museum of Life and Science. But now he's back to doing dance, which is nice. So every uh, Wednesday this month, he's teaching the Lamba class at 2. Okay, now later this afternoon at 2:15, New World, New Skills Tech class. If you love tech, you know what to do. Lifeline dancers meet at 3:30, and then the Walking Club, they meet at 3:30 as well. Tomorrow morning, and Dave is saying bingo size sounds fun as heck. Yeah, I don't know if you have to do the exercise if you get the numbers all in a row or if you don't get the numbers all in a row. So I don't know if it's a punishment or a reward. I have no idea. But it does sound like a lot of fun and a great way to stay in shape and to keep up with bingo numbers. That's always fun too. Let's see what else is happening tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, Seniors on the Move, line dancing at 8:35, French tube class at 9, Just Ask George at 9 in the computer lab. Don't forget to bring your device for one-on-one support. Open Arts, 9 until noon, work on your art project. Breakfast Bingo at 9:30, Yoga Your Way at 10, Taking Care with Diabetes at 10, Keep It Moving, Gentle Exercise at 10, Conversational French Club at 10:30, Intermediate African Dance at 11:30, and then you can play cards, pinochle, and kings in the corner all afternoon until 7 o'clock tomorrow, and then African drumming at 12:30, and Thursday Bible study at 12:30 also. That's a lot. Now, let me check for the special events. Let's see, today's the 23rd. Ooh, if you are celebrating, oh, Malachi. Oh, you're not old enough. I forgot. This is for seniors. Never mind. But if, like Malachi, you're celebrating a July birthday, but of course you have to be a senior to do this, stop by today, the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby, and celebrate your birthday at what is it, 12:30, I think it is? Yeah, 12:30. So celebrate your July birthday with treats and fun. Also happening this afternoon, jamming with Janet, and that's going to be from 3 until 3:45. So you can learn some joyful movement to some really great music from all around the world. That sounds like fun. So of course it's free. Just about everything's free at the Durham Center for Senior Life. So that's going to be at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Now tomorrow at noon, Duke Neurology. They'll be talking about headaches and migraines. Um, it's really bad to have migraines or any kind of headache, especially during hot weather, because it seems that the humidity really makes you feel even worse. So learn how to deal with it tomorrow from noon until 1 in the theater. Let's see what else. I think that's it. Let's go to the Let's Go calendar of events page. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go to the school tools page. I just thought of something. Because crayons to calculators, they're accepting donations of school supplies um, for teachers because the teacher, here it is. So the teachers, as you probably already know, they reach into their own pockets and they buy school supplies for the little ones who don't have money. They might be low income, maybe the parents um, don't have the money to buy them school supplies, or they missed the school supply giveaways. There are actually, when I was at Freedom School today, Durham Public Schools showed up and gave the kids school supplies. A big shout out, by the way, to Freedom Schools. I was there today. They had a protest march in support of public education. It was wonderful. The kids were so enthusiastic. They're out there at Epworth, the church, which is on what's it, Hope Valley Road, and is it Hope Valley Road? I know it's off of University, not Hope Valley Road. Is that the road? Anyway, University Drive, the big church, Epworth. And it was so cute. They were out there, their first protest, and the cars and trucks are honking their horns in support. It was wonderful. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Crayons to calculators. They want to help the teachers help the students by providing the teachers with free school supplies, because when the teachers are spending their money on other people's kids, it kind of affects their families' income. And I should know because my mom was a teacher in the low income school in Chicago. But anyway, so crayons to calculators, they would love it if you could donate something. I have a whole list of items that they're asking for and a whole list of places that you can drop off school supplies if you'd like to do so. So just check out the school tools page. Also, if you don't happen to be a parent or grandparent and you don't usually buy school supplies and you're not really hip to what's happening in the world of school supplies, you can just easily click on the link and go to the crayons to calculators. I think they have their Amazon page, and I think another page, I forget. But definitely check out their Amazon page, and you can buy something from Amazon and then drop it off that way. And if you just don't want to be bothered and you'd rather help out by just giving some money to them so that they could buy school supplies with your money, you can do that as well. All the information is right there for drumskywriter.com. Then go to the school tools page for more info. Okay, now let's go to the Let's Go page. And I want to thank you in advance because, my heart really goes out to teachers. My mom was a teacher. Her sister was a teacher. That's my aunt who I moved here to take care of. Their dad was a teacher. Um, my godmother was a teacher. Then on my dad's side, his mom worked with Chicago Public Schools. She wasn't a teacher, but she was an employee, and her mom was a teacher, and then my dad's grandfather was a teacher. Anyway, I love teachers. Let's continue with the Let's Go page. Let's see, today's the 23rd. Here we are. Okay, now, Catholic Charities, they're running the Durham Community Food Pantry until 1. I'm situated differently, as you can tell. So now, instead of looking over here for the clock, I have my back turned, and now the clock is over this way. That's why I'm looking backwards this time. So the Durham Community Food Pantry, it's at 2020 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center. So on Wednesdays, they feed people who need help, not directly with meals, but they give them groceries so you can fix the food your way. So you stop in. They do this on Wednesdays from 10 until 1, so you have to be there by 1. Try to get there as soon as possible, even if that means not watching the rest of Bull City Hangout. I don't mind at all. Just head over there now. 2020 Chapel Hill Road, Lakewood Shopping Center. You'll talk to a social worker. By the way, you can only go there once a month. And then you talk to them. You take a number, talk to a social worker, let them know if you can't have dairy or pork. They'll give you a bunch of groceries, and I mean a bunch. They also have diapers, pull-ups. They have the little ones for the newborns up to toddler size, and then they have the big ones for adults. So definitely check that out. They have people there who speak Spanish and a lady there who speaks French. So if you can't make it by 1, you know you can't make it, then with today being Wednesday, they'll be doing it again from 5 until 7 today. Okay, Boxyard RTP, they're featuring jazz guitarist Kevin Van Sant. Right now, as we speak, he is playing until 2 at this wonderful outdoor venue, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. This is the Here and There live concert series. It's totally free, no pressure, but you will be surrounded by restaurants. So if you smell something delicious, you might be tempted to buy a little something, and that is fine. They wouldn't mind at all if you bought something to eat and or drink. And Kevin Van Zandt will be playing until 2. And even though it's hot out, they do have a giant fan overhead, so you'll be fine. And if you really get overheated, you could always just stop in one of the restaurants because I think all of them are air conditioned, I think, and just go in and sit for a while, cool off, and then venture back outside. Hey, Dr. Tachi's watching. Hey, Dr. Tachi. Folks, if you want to check out a really fun show, Mediascope, that is on. I know you need to correct me, Tachi, until I get it in my brain. I know now it's on Fridays. I think the time is 8:15, if I'm not mistaken. But folks, it's a super fun show. It is all about social media, tech, pop culture. You can participate. It's all about fun. They have a virtual food truck. You can order food and beverages. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tasha. I don't mind being corrected until I learn. So I think it's Friday, 8:15, if I'm not mistaken. But follow Dr. Tachi at Mediascope 16 on Facebook. The show is on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and some other places. She said I'm right. What? Okay. Well, thank you. Okay. Fridays at 15. There you go. I guess I did get it into my brain. There we go. Let me continue. Let's see. So we talked about Kevin Van Sant, great jazz. Oh, St. Joseph AME Church, 2521 Fayetteville Street. They're having their community food distribution, so just drive by. So you're going down Fayetteville, you'll see the church. I mean, it's huge, you can't miss it. So you turn on Nash to get to the parking lot, and then you get in line and get some food, some groceries. Also, the Emmanuel Food Pantry, they operate out of the Iglesia Presbiteriana Emmanuel. Ooh, that's a lot of syllables there. 2504 North Roxborough Street. Now, because of the fact that the iglesia, that's church in Spanish, so they have been tying up traffic a little bit. And, North Roxborough is a very busy street. So they don't want to really tick off the neighbors and people trying to go northbound on Roxborough. So what they do now, if you want groceries, you want to stop by today, they do give away groceries between 2 and 4. So instead of just going and getting in line and tying up traffic, what they want you to do is to click on the link that's right there on the Let's Go page by 1 o'clock. So you have about a half hour, sign up, and then you let them know that you're going to be there like 2:15, 2:30, whatever. So because they're really trying not to tie up traffic. And they also want, when you arrive, they want you to head towards the intersection of, let's see, where is it? Lavender and Banner Streets. So they're trying their very best not to tie up traffic on northbound North Roxborough Avenue. And I appreciate that because it's affected my travels too. Now, here's something that's going to be so cute. Strike Martial Arts at 101 West Main Street, basement level of the Crest Building downtown. They're going to be offering one free toddler martial arts class for little ones ages 3 and 4. I would bring my camera. I mean, that sounds so cute. So this is like an introductory class. So they're not going to be teaching them how to, break, bricks and boards and all that sort of thing. Basically, they're going to probably spend a lot of time trying to corral them, getting them to listen. also to get them started working on their movement and their coordination, their building of confidence, and being mindful of others. So I don't think they're going to probably learn how to, like, do all of that high stuff, but they'll at least be introduced to it. And if they take to it, maybe you might want to sign them up for a class or two. I think, in fact, I think it's a brilliant idea because I didn't even know that there was a strike martial arts and that there was any place, any business teaching martial arts in downtown Durham. So now we all know. So if you have a little one between 3 and 4, and you want to introduce them to martial arts, or at least just have just a cute little outing, because it's going to be from 3 until 3:30. So I can imagine they're not going to learn everything they need to know to become black belts, but I'm sure it's going to be lots of fun. And if they have those tiny little jackets, what do you call them? I don't know if they'll be wearing the cute jackets, but they do want the kids to dress in such a way that movement is easy, like nice loose clothing. I've never seen clothing that wasn't nice and loose on a 3 or 4 year old. They always look very comfortable to me. But anyway, so yeah, so no tight belts. The nice elastic waists and the roomy t-shirts and sneakers and all that sort of thing. Although they might have the kids take their shoes off. I think when you do martial arts, I think it's barefoot, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I know they're going to be adorable. So don't forget your camera. Okay, New Visions of Africa restaurant at 1306 Fayetteville Street. They'll be giving away free snacks, free meals today for people in need from 3 until 6. If you're driving, I think they have that whole area blocked off now between Fayetteville Street and the parking lot of W.D. Hill, their next door neighbor. So I would say approach from the north and park right in front of the restaurant, right off the street, right off of Fayetteville Street, if you can do so. Otherwise, you might have to park in the community somewhere and then walk over. Let's see, and that's from 3 until 6. Now it's Wednesday. That means the Wednesday Durham Farmers Market is today in Durham Central Park from 3 until 6, 501 Foster Street. Park for free. It's a weekday, so the only place to park for free is the Measurement Incorporated parking lot on Morris Street, which is just west of the park. Also, if you are airing out the kids, take the kids for sure. Have them take part in the Sprouts Club, which is just for the little ones. They have these fun activities every week. And then once they complete the activity, they get $5, not cash, but like little dollars, that they could spend at the farmer's market so they could buy something yummy. That should be cute. Keep in mind, Foster Street, it's closed down on Saturdays for the farmer's market on Saturdays, but they don't shut it down on Wednesdays. So just be really careful. Your kid's going to see the playground across the street. Don't let them just dash out on the street. Just be really, really careful because it's a weekday. And I guess people, they probably don't have toddlers in mind when they're driving down Foster. So just be really, really careful. Okay. Oh, by the way, SNAP and EBT card holders, before you shop, stop at the manager's table right there in front of the bathroom, and you will notice the manager there. Tell them that you use SNAP EBT, and you can double your money up to $10. I love that. And if you're a senior and you got one of those senior vouchers, same deal. You can double your money. Show them. I think you have to sign the voucher, and I think the vouchers are $5. So for every $5 voucher that you sign, that means that you're going to spend the money right there at the farmer's market. They'll give you $5 worth of tokens. Just saying. It's a great deal. They want to make sure that all of us have access to healthy food, and I really appreciate that. Okay, Kings Park International Church, 1305 Odyssey Drive. They'll be giving away groceries and clothing. They have a clothing closet, so you can get some groceries. If you're getting back on your feet, getting back to work or whatever, then yeah, go through their clothing closet, see if you can choose something that looks nice on you, so you can get back in the groove. And Dave is saying, "What a deal for sure! That is a great deal." I don't know if other farmers markets in other cities, if they do that, where they um, double your money for SNAP, EBT, and also senior voucher holders. I just think it's wonderful. Another thing I need to brag on is that if you don't live in Durham, you don't know this, but bus fare has been free since COVID, and they found out another way to make it free again all next year through no through next. Let's see, they're on the that calendar year, like the nonprofit calendar year. So through the end of June, we know for sure that bus fare, Go Durham bus fare is free. I'm telling you, Durham is a hip, I'm just saying, not to brag, but Durham is hip. All right. So I already told you about Catholic Charities running the Durham Community Food Pantry. Again, from 5 until 7, you can get free groceries. Okay, it's game night at Boxyard RTP, 900 Park Offices Drive. From 5:30 until 8:30, you can sit outside. It'll be cooler by then. Play some board games, make some new friends. Also, you can buy, early or late or mid dinner, buy a beverage or two. You don't have to buy anything. It's totally free. You just want to go sit outside and meet new friends, you can just do that. 5:30 until 8:30. Now, if you'd like to roller skate, Durham Parks and Recreation's Wheels Durham, which is at 715 North Hoover Road, they're going to have Wednesday night public skate, 6 until 8:30. Admission for skaters is 13. Of course, you can rent skates as well. You can bring your own or rent them and just have lots of fun tonight. And let me know how that goes. I'm curious as to what kind of music they play. I'm very curious about that. That's going to be from 6 until 8:30. The Crank Arm Brewing Company at 620 Fernway Avenue, they host the weekly Crank Arm Durham Wednesday night ride. So if you want to ride your bike with others, definitely do so. From 6:30 until 9:30, you need to have lights on your bike because you'll be riding for a while after dark. So you can choose either to ride for 10 miles or for 15 miles. All up to you. Be sure to also have your helmet on hand as well. Okay, let's see. It's Brett's open mic tonight, 7 until 10 at Blue Note Grill, which is downtown at 709 Washington Street. The backup band, of course, featuring Brett. They'll be playing R&B, smooth jazz, and funk. And you can, once you pay your $5 admission, sign up. You can hop on stage if you've got the nerve and the guts and join them on stage. Sing, play, guitar, saxophone, whatever, and just have fun. And I think you can also watch via Facebook. So that should be lots of fun. That starts at 7 o'clock. Now, tomorrow morning, something very special. The Durham Business and Professional Chain. That's like, what would you call that? It's like it's a black chamber of commerce. And I think they've been in business since like the 30s or the 40s, something like that. But anyway, they're having their big business building breakfast. How's that for alliteration? That's going to be tomorrow from 9 until 11. So basically, what they do, they have a meal at a local black owned restaurant to give them business and to also have a meeting, etc. So tomorrow they will be at Nzinga's Kitchen, 826 Fayetteville Street in the Phoenix Crossing Shopping Center. So from 9 until 11, you can join the Durham Business and Professional Chain, see what they're up to, maybe join them or at least find out about them. So that should be really nice. Oh, also, Nzinga's is celebrating with half off shrimp and grits. How about that? And as they say back home in Chicago, strimps and grits. Some say swimps. Anyway, you can click to register. I got the link right there on the Let's Go page. Also tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division's Rabies Vaccination Clinic is tomorrow. $10 per pet, exact change. Call, make your appointment for morning or afternoon, and then you go to 3005 Glen Road. And there's some rules that you have to follow, regarding leashes and pet carriers and that sort of thing. So read all about that. Read the post right there on the Let's Go page. Also tomorrow, Whole Mama Yoga is hosting Toddler Together Yoga at Jewish for Good, 1937 West Cornwallis Road. That's tomorrow from 10 until 10:45 for parents and their little ones ages 1 to 4. So you can either pay the class fee of 10 or attend for free by becoming a member. And then they have Baby and Me Yoga from 11 until 11:45, and that's for parents and the little ones up to 1 year old. And also tomorrow, Catholic Charities, they have the Durham Community Food Pantry again from 10 until 1. And I think that's it. Oh, wait a minute. The RTP Toastmasters meeting, that's an in person meeting at the South Regional Library, 4505 South Alston Avenue from noon until 1. And Tachi, you would be a really good Toastmasters teacher because you're really like a master at talking. But anyway, they say that clubs are great places to build your public speaking skills, talking in public and whatnot. But I really hope, and Tachi and anybody listening or watching, if you know anything about Toastmasters, I'm curious if they have um, expanded this to not only just speaking in public in person, but whether they mention speaking on camera. Because I think what I'm doing right now is kind of like public speaking. I mean, you're the public. I can't see you. I know you're there. But I'm just wondering, because when I invite people to my show, a lot of times they just blush and they're like, oh, they're so shy and everything. And I'm like, well, it's great practice, you know? And I'm thinking maybe Toastmasters should involve people who want to talk online in front of the camera because I think it's really needed because I really think that there's no room for shyness anymore. I think this live streaming thing is the way of the future, and we all need to learn how to talk. What's the word? Extemporaneously. Ooh, that was a big word. Okay. So anyway, hey, let's do the weather. Let me find my phone. Let's get some weather. Let me find my little intro. Kaboom. All right. It's really pleasant out and it doesn't seem to be that humid. It's 85 right now. It's sunny. The high is only going to be 88. It's been so close to 100 to, well, 95 every day. It's nice to just, it's funny to say just 88, but yeah, it's really nice out. So it's totally sunny. And it's going to be totally sunny all the way to 8:27 sunset. Nice. Tomorrow is going up to 89. It'll be partly sunny. Friday is going to be back up to 93. Saturday 94. Sunday 94. Next week back up to the 90s. So let's enjoy 88. It's 85 right now. Let's enjoy it right now while we can. I still say that you've got to stay hydrated. Very, very important. Because I'm starting to I'm able to now recognize the signs of dehydration. My problem has always been that I don't drink enough water. And yeah, I need to drink more water. I have water bottles right over there. Whenever I leave the house, I have to remember to fill the water bottle and drink the water. I suggest you do too as well. And get those IV things, which is like a super hydration powder that you add to water that keeps you even more hydrated somehow. And of course, Dave is saying 88 sounds pleasant as can be, and it is. Nice respite from 93, 94, 95. Very nice indeed. And I think that is it for today's show. Let me check for comments. That's the last comment. So I hope you have a beautiful afternoon. Check on your elders, and I will see. Wait, I was supposed to say something. Oh, wait a minute. I missed an event because I'm going there tomorrow. Oh, I stopped short of this event. Let me tell you about this luncheon that's going to happen tomorrow, which is going to force me to um, pre-record tomorrow's show. So tomorrow, the Religious Coalition for Nonviolent Durham, they're having their monthly community luncheon roundtable at the Elizabeth Street United Methodist Church, 1209 North Elizabeth Street, and that's in the Education Building's Fellowship Hall. So if you park in the parking lot, or if you park in the street, go through the parking lot, and then turn right, and then go in that back door, and that's where the fellowship hall is. It's a free lunch. Of course, you can donate money if you want, but basically, the cool people, the nonprofits, the government people, the people who want to help Durhamites, they meet together. They have a beautiful luncheon, and usually there's a speaker. They talk about one topic, and it's just a great way to connect, make great connections with people who are doing good in the community. So that's where I'm going to be tomorrow at noon. So it's going to be at 1209 North Elizabeth Street tomorrow from noon until 1. So if you can make it, that would be awesome. Some people are there because they just want to, some people are there because they want to connect. They might not work for a nonprofit, but they might just want to connect and just see who the cool people are so if they can maybe look for a job with them or volunteer with them or just learn who's doing what. That's a great place to find out. So I think that is it. Let me make sure I didn't leave anything out. Okay. I almost missed that one. So anyway, another big shout out to the Freedom Schools. Again, they had a wonderful protest for public education today at Epworth Church, which is right there on University Drive. It was a wonderful protest. They're jumping up and down whenever the cars or trucks, gave them a honk. They were very excited. So I really had a good time. I was doing video. I was videotaping the event. So a big shout out to Freedom School Summer Program. They really need to expand. I think they serve, 50 young people from Dinkies all the way up through, I guess, middle school age. It's free for the kids. And of course, the adults raise the money so the kids don't have to pay. They need to figure out a way to expand that program because it is fantastic. It's all about education, fun, justice, um, just civics. Is a wonderful program. And Dave is saying, nice stream. Thank you. And I hope you have a beautiful day as well. And with that, let me let you go. Enjoy the afternoon. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. It'll be pre-recorded, but I will see you tomorrow by hook or by crook. And then Friday, oh shoot, I'll be pre-recording Friday as well because Durham Housing Authority is having an event that I need to go to. Um, yeah, so this is the last live show of the week. Ooh. So with that, have a beautiful day. Ciao for now.